Now, the second basic principle of Islam, as you all know, is prophecy. In the language of Islamic theology, Adam is a compulsory servant because he must obey the creative command to come into being. Everything, of course, serves God in this respect. All things are compulsory servants of God. What makes Adam different from all the other servants of God is precisely that God taught him all the names, not just some of the names. Bees know the names of flowers. Frogs know the name of bugs. But Adam knows the names of everything. That everything includes God. God is creator and destroyer. God is merciful and wrathful. God is just and forgiving. And this knowledge is woven into his very being. It is this existential knowledge of all the names that bestows upon Adam his freedom of choice. In terms of the formula of Tawheed, there is none free but God. As the Quran puts it, God does what he desires. Human beings made in the image of that free God have a certain freedom. Only because Adam recognized his own freedom did he feel responsible for disobeying the command of God not to approach the tree. And his own sense of responsibility drove him to ask forgiveness from God. The first command was God's creative command, or engendering command. The second was, in the technical language of theology, a prescriptive command. God's creative command brings us into the world. His prescriptive command instructs us to observe good words, good deeds, and good thoughts, or right speech, right activity, and right understanding. By issuing this latter command, God tells us not to lie, steal, commit murder. He tells us to pray, keep God in mind at all times, to perform acts of charity. He tells us to use our intelligence to understand his ways. Human beings then are faced with two commands. They can never disobey the first one, which tells them to come into being. They can only disobey the second command, which comes by way of the prophets and sages. Its pivotal importance for human destiny explains why prophecy is the second principle of Islamic thought. The prophets and sages explain the right way of being and doing, and they provide the instructions that people need in order to live up to the vicegerency that God has bestowed upon them.